Hello, it's Amy with Paper Moon Journals. I have this gorgeous Miss Tiffany journal to share with you. I've forgotten the details. I want to say it has 160 pages. All the details will be in the Etsy listing. It is so elegant and so beautiful. I did all matching beautiful charms that I bought just for this project. I do have some left over, so you might be seeing them again. But I thought they would look so beautiful with this project. This kit's available from Sweet Pea Curiosities. I got the digital from her being on her design team, but it's also available for purchase on Etsy or in print format from Amazon, which is really rare and super cool. So what I've done is some of the pattern pages I printed out on card and then backed onto card to make different sizes of ephemera and tags. And then some of them, I have a quick video where you just cut them to 5 inches wide, fold them in half, and glue it shut, and then you have a two-sided tag that's the same paper. And when I was too far into the project to include it in here, she released the set of coordinating Miss Tiffany papers. So I'm going to have to make a second journal and use those as well. You can see I printed some of the coordinating papers onto plain paper and then traced envelope patterns onto them. That looks great. The ephemera in here is just so elegant and vintage document looking. It's gorgeous. It came with a page full of tiny labels, so I printed that twice and used that to do my collage. So instead of doing scrap collage, I did little label collage and stuff. But the ephemera in this kit was so fun. And then with the beautiful coordinating papers, I just couldn't wait to get the kit. I interrupted other projects to get started on it and work on it. And really, it was just waiting for glitter and waiting for its turn in line to get videotaped. Some of the things had been requested by people. Um, and so, they got priority. And then now I'm already working on Halloween. The next video that I need to film will be a Halloween video. And then I will definitely be making another one of these journals because now I have that whole set of beautiful coordinating papers. That's just the coordinating pages. So I can use those as backing papers for each one of the kit pages. Some of the kit pages I printed out onto card and then cut them out into ephemera. I did have a little stack of ephemera left over from some other project, those Polaroid photographs, but pretty much everything in here is from the kit. The blank and line pages I just use. I'm not even sure where I got them. It's an old kit that I just like to use. I keep them printed out. I use them in almost every project so that you have some nice breathing room, some place to write and to do some journaling of your own. There's plenty of ephemera, even the tiny little pieces are backed in here, to do page spreads of your own with the ephemera. And that could be really fun. You could use one of the pieces to make a little pocket or a tuck spot and then tuck some of the things in there. You could also collage some of the stuff on there, some of the tiny little pieces. You could do a collage. That could be a really fun way to use your journal. I know I have a journal that I use just for that. To do different collage challenges where they give you 5 different items or themes that you need to use in your collage. That was really fun. There was a daily one of those. I forgot who had that. And I never did finish it. I bought one of the years, like back in 2020, and never finished the daily collage challenge. So I still have plenty of those little things left tucked into my book of collage that I made. But this one's available for purchase in my Etsy shop. Um, and like I said, it's so gorgeous. I definitely plan to make another one. It'll be totally different. It'll be totally different because this has, I used faux vintage document, blank and lined pages, and things like that to fill it out, and my own hand-dyed papers where now that I have those beautiful coordinating pages, I'm definitely going to back it with that. I'll still include some faux vintage document and some blank and line pages, and of course some hand stained pages. But I'm guessing it's going to get a lot bigger, or might have to be split into 2 journals. That's part of the reason this one didn't end up with lace. First of all, it looks beautiful without the lace. I've gotten some pretty good feedback from people who seem like not everybody is a fan of the lace. I know I didn't used to be. It's something, when I first started, I wasn't really into it like I am now. Um, but it is already so jam-packed full that there was no room. The other thing I did was I printed out onto card, the coordinating papers and then used those as backing for some of the ephemera, which just looks so beautiful. So what I'll do is I'll put on some music, this time for real. I'll pipe down, I'll let you check it out. Maybe you'll find this inspiring. If you want to, if you picked up the Miss Tiffany kit, you're not sure what to do. Um, Buying a journal kit from somebody, if not me, from another journal maker as a sample of something made by somebody, who's been doing it for a long time. I found that really inspiring. I still have the little Red Riding Hood one that I bought when I very first started from another maker as an example, and I still really admire it. It's very adorable. Um, so that's always a good way. Watching, of course, these videos with flip throughs is a great way to get inspired if you're not feeling it. I find often new papers or new digital kit I'll see will spark something inside me and get me going. If not, then I just work on backing ephemera, which I find very relaxing. I think I've mentioned that in all of my videos that I've made this year. So today's a pretty rough day for us. Our beloved little dog is going to be sent across the Rainbow Bridge today. Um, he's he loves his food. I'm sure the vet didn't think he'd see the last 2 years. So I'm sure the only thing keeping the sweet little thing alive is his love of food. Because otherwise he seems, pretty unhappy and seems to be suffering. So he's either asleep, eating, or not feeling too good. So, um, yeah. So today he's going across the Rainbow Bridge, and I will definitely be distracting myself with some crafting. And then tomorrow I'll be filming the Halloween journal that I made using my own digitals. So there'll be nothing in there that's available anywhere else. I think that's kind of cool. It's a chibi cartoon art vampire themed, Halloween journal in traditional Halloween colors. It also doesn't have any lace. It just didn't feel right. It has kind of I don't know, the chibi vibe just didn't feel like a vintage lace project to me. So yep, that's what'll be coming up next. I'll be filming that probably tomorrow and then editing that on Sunday or Monday. I'll have that up to share and I'll start listing the Halloween. I didn't do a single Halloween project last year, and I can tell you year round, I get people that will see one of my Halloween journal posts and will comment on it, usually on TikTok all year long. So people will be commenting, where do I get one of these journals? Is this still available? And sometimes it's a Halloween project. Well, at least from 2 or 3 years ago. 3 years ago, I was on fire and I made, I don't know, 20 Halloween journals. I just spent all summer and all fall making Halloween journals. And I did, I was just on fire with Halloween that summer. I had a lot of new kits that I'd never seen and was just really inspired. It was before I got sick, so I had plenty of energy. It's been a year and a month, a little over a month since I got sick. Um, so yeah, I'm just grateful I don't feel any worse. That so far I'm able to get down, get work, get my journals done, get my videos done. Um, and like back in April, the whole month of April, I couldn't even get out of bed. So no crafting got done. And then I think it was maybe another month before I was well enough to do anything but just back ephemera. So I still have a pretty decent tub full of ready prepared ephemera. But now I feel well enough that I tend to just print what I want for the project and not use much, if any, of the pre-prepared kind of generic ephemera. There's none of that in here. This is like all Sweet Pea Curiosities. Everything in here was made from the papers, the pages, the ephemera that came with the kits. And then I have to mix in pages from other the lined and blank and neutral to create some breathing space and to make it a little less matchy. The Sweet Pea Curiosities worn wallpaper would have looked great on the back of this. She has ticking stripes, she has polka dots. Those would also look great. The second set of Miss Tiffany papers. That would look great. Well, I've chatted my way through most of this, but I'm still going to put on some music for the end. And then please, thank you everybody who's been buying from my shop. I really appreciate it. It's the only way I'm able to make these journals and buy the things to make them. Every time I sell something, I'm replenishing either the toner for my laser printer, or this time I bought eyelets and shipping boxes and packing tape with the sale of the last journal. Um, so yeah, money is really tight over here. I did get the food stamps thing finally got straightened out, thank goodness. So that that's a blessing to have that help there. And yeah. So anyways, God bless you all. Please have a wonderful day and thank you for watching.